In one of the coldest and most dangerous places on Earth, where the ocean turns into solid ice and the wind is so powerful it can tear human skin apart, a group of men once faced a nightmare that no human should ever experience. This is not a story of monsters, not aliens, not fiction. This is a real story. A story of survival, a story of fear, a story of leadership, a story of courage, a story that proves the greatest battles in life are not fought with weapons, but with the human will to survive. More than 100 years ago, Antarctica was the last unknown land on Earth. No maps, no satellites, no rescue systems, no communication. Only endless ice, violent storms, freezing darkness and deathly silence. Most people believed humans did not belong there, but one man believed otherwise. His name was Sir Ernest Shackleton. He was not chasing money. He was not chasing fame. He was chasing history. His dream was simple and terrifying: to cross the entire Antarctic continent on foot. No human had ever done it before. Not because it was impossible, but because it was deadly. To begin his mission, Shackleton built a ship. He named it Endurance, not because it was strong, but because survival in Antarctica requires endurance more than power. Then he searched for a crew. The job offer was brutal. It promised danger, extreme cold, months of darkness, isolation, suffering, and a high chance of death. No safety, no comfort, no guarantees of return. Yet men still applied. Brave men, broken men, dreamers, adventurers, men who wanted to challenge death itself. In 1914, the ship Endurance left England with 28 men on board. They sailed toward the most dangerous ocean on Earth, the Southern Ocean. As they moved closer to Antarctica, the sea became violent. Ice surrounded them. Temperatures dropped. Storms grew stronger. By January 1915, the ocean changed. The water around the ship began to freeze. Ice closed in from every direction. At first, the crew believed it was temporary. They tried to push through, they tried to break the ice, they tried to move forward. But the frozen sea became thicker, stronger, deadlier. Then it happened. The ship stopped moving. Endurance was trapped inside the ice. Days passed, weeks passed, months passed. The ship did not move. They were no longer sailing. They were drifting on a frozen ocean, in the middle of nowhere. Shackleton kept his crew calm. He kept discipline strong. He created routine. The men played games, shared meals, told stories, laughed together, trying to live like normal humans, while standing on a moving grave of ice. But nature was not finished. One night, the ice began to move. Massive pressure formed beneath the ship. The frozen ocean started crushing Endurance. Slowly, relentlessly, the wooden hull bent. Cracks appeared. Water entered the ship. The sound of breaking wood echoed through the frozen silence. The ship was dying. On October 27th, 1915, Shackleton made the hardest decision of his life. He ordered everyone to abandon the ship. The crew carried food, supplies, and lifeboats onto the ice. Behind them, Endurance, their home, their hope, their protection, slowly broke apart and sank into the freezing ocean. Now they had nothing. No ship, no shelter, no rescue, no communication, no civilization. Only ice, cold, wind, hunger, fear. They were trapped on a drifting sheet of ice in the middle of the Antarctic Ocean. Days turned into months. Food became scarce. Strength faded, bodies weakened, survival became a daily battle. They hunted seals and penguins just to stay alive. Every meal was survival. Every day was a fight. Every night was uncertainty. After months of suffering, they reached a small piece of land called Elephant Island. But it was not safety. It was a dead rock. Surrounded by violent ocean, no ships, no people, no rescue routes. Shackleton knew one truth. If help did not come, they would all die. So he made a decision that changed history. He chose 5 men and 1 small lifeboat. Their mission was impossible: to sail 1,300 kilometers across the most dangerous ocean on Earth to reach help. No engines, no GPS, no rescue systems, no backup. Only courage. For 16 days they fought the ocean. Giant waves crashed over them. Storms tried to destroy them. Freezing waters soaked their bodies. Sleep disappeared, hunger consumed them, ice formed on their skin. Death followed them every second. But they did not stop. Against all odds, they reached South Georgia Island. But the nightmare was not over. They landed on the wrong side of the island. Between them and help stood frozen mountains. Shackleton and 2 men crossed the mountains on foot, exhausted, starving, broken. When they reached a whaling station, the workers did not recognize him. The man who arrived did not look like an explorer. He looked like a ghost. But he was alive, and he was not finished. Shackleton immediately began planning the rescue of his remaining crew on Elephant Island. After multiple dangerous attempts, months of effort and endless risk, he finally reached them. The men saw a ship in the distance. They were saved. Every single man survived. 2 years of suffering, 2 years of fear, 2 years of isolation, 2 years of survival, and not one life was lost. The mission failed, but the story became legendary. Today, the wreck of Endurance lies deep beneath the Antarctic Ocean, frozen in darkness, preserved in silence, a symbol of courage, leadership, human endurance. Sir Ernest Shackleton did not conquer Antarctica, but he conquered fear. He conquered hopelessness. He conquered despair. He conquered the limits of the human mind. Because real heroes are not those who reach the destination. They are the ones who bring everyone home alive.